Everyone, I'm excited to kick off the first official part of this mini-series tutorial. This part will be relatively short. We'll focus on creating the new Xcode project, setting up a basic folder structure, and adding the custom fonts we'll be using throughout the app. So let's get going. Let's create a new project. For this particular project, we're going to use the iOS version, and here under the application, select the app, hit next. Here, select your personal account. For our project, we're going to use Mood Scribbler. Test none. You're not going to be using test for this tutorial. Language Swift, interface Swift UI. Awesome. Hit next. You can select where you want to store it. And here we go. So basically, we have all the interface set up already. Here we are. Basically, the previews are connected. They are working. We can test it out. We can modify this hello world to hello scribblers, I say. We can see the live update. That's pretty cool. Now, if you look at the folder structure, we can see the content view and the Mood Scribbler app, which is the default entry that Xcode created for us. Here, basically, we reference the content view, which is the main entry view for this whole application. In this video, we'll create two folders. So let's create those folders. One will be core, where we'll organize subfolders for features, extension, constants, and more. We'll dive deeper in this core folder in an upcoming video to discuss its structure in detail. The second folder, which we'll focus on this video, is resources. So let's create that folder, resources. In this folder, we're going to create another folder called fonts. And this is where we'll copy paste our custom fonts. For this tutorial, we're going to use Poppins. So in order to download our custom fonts, let's go to Google Fonts and just search for Poppins. There we go. Press Get Font, download all. Now in the destination where you saved it, just double click on it. Go inside. Now we're only going to use 3 of these files. The Poppins regular. Here we go. Just drag and drop it in the fonts directory in your Xcode. Copy files to destination, finish. Go back, we're going to use the Poppins bold. Finish. And also the Poppins thin. Finish. So in order for the app to recognize these 3 fonts that we added, basically one font with different weights, we need to do a very important step. So please pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the project, select the target, go to Info tab here. And now we have these keys with the values. We want to add a new one. So you can hit plus anywhere you want and search for fonts provided by application. Now, under this section, we want to add the naming of the fonts that we just added. Item 0 is going to be Poppins bold.ttf, Poppins regular.ttf, Poppins thin.ttf. So in order to test these fonts that we just added, we need to do one more thing. So under the core folder, we're going to create a new subfolder called utilities. Here, we're going to create a new file. So basically new file from template, Swift file, and called custom font. Hit create. So in order to avoid typos, or if you're just lazy, you can go to my GitHub. And under this repository, Mood Scribbler, that is going to be public by the time this video is up, you see the table of contents, and we have at 4 the snippets code to copy. You just need to go to custom font, hit copy here, and just paste everything here. Of course, without a foundation, we already have it. So what we have is a title font, a subtitle, a body, a callout, and a caption. So now if we go to the main entry of the app, we can just inject basically this custom font to be used by our views everywhere in the app. we're just gonna say .environment /.font, our custom font that we just copy pasted from the repo. Body, this is gonna be the default font used by our texts views in SwiftUI. So if you go back to the content view, the font is changed. But if you don't see the font changes taking effect, you can do one of two things. You can try and run the app on an actual simulator. Select here your own simulator and press run. Or you can go to the main entry of the app where you injected this custom font, copy this line, go to content view, paste this line here under the preview macro here. The font changed subtly, but if you want to be more convinced that these custom fonts are actually working, you can change the body with title. And this is the result. So we now know that our font configuration works fine. So that's it for this video. I wanted to walk you through these steps because I haven't seen many tutorials that cover adding custom fonts or creating custom classes for these fonts. I hope this was helpful. With our custom font enum, we'll be able to apply the font across our app easily without needing to redefine these fonts in multiple places. Thanks for stopping by. In the next video, we'll set up the skeleton of the core folder and dive deeper into its structure. Until then, happy scribbling.